to teach anybody for anything, but to share is knowledge and experience. Apparently today's subject is follow this time going to take care and treat the bamboo shoe. You see right here. First of all, we have to examine where we're going to cut it. First of all, how to justify the quality of the bamboo shoe. We human are not panda. Panda would like to eat the whole thing, perhaps, but we're not. We're not going to eat the whole thing. We have to cut off some of the texture, fiber. They are too tough to eat, and hold the exterior, the skin part. So, yeah, we're going to do it. But first of all, we have to understand how the thing's going up. Suppose this is the ground. This is ground, and the bamboo, they're going over a bush, bamboo. These things, they grow under the ground and covered by dirt. Okay, and the farmer, they harvest in a very early morning, and while it's still dark, very often it's still dark. You can't see anything, and you have to use torchlight. Why in the early morning? Because when the bamboo shoe, they shoot outside of the ground and they receive the sunlight, they tend to be what? Change into the green in color, and they take some kind of wheel, bitter than it used to be. And many people just don't like it, the taste of the bitter taste. But Uncle Lou just kind of like the bitter taste, but there's different people like different flavor. Uncle Lou have no problem with that. Alright. When we look at the skin, sometimes the carbon is dirt, and they most likely they are in good quality. Why? Why, as our Uncle Lou explained earlier, they are growing under the ground. So when you dig up, they're covered with dirt, which means they're still fresh. Very often the businessmen they do some little trick. They put in the chemical and to bleach out to look like wheat, white in color, and they can bring to market. And when you look better, the potential is they sell better, higher the price. Of course, we don't want any chemical. Unfortunately, this is the case. We often, you can see in market, it's pathetic, kind of speak. Okay, now, when we bring the bamboo shoe home or buy it or somebody give it to you, we have to take care of the skin. Okay, now we take a look which part we're going to cut it off. Now we're doing this part job. As you can see, it's not stable here. It rolled. So experience will tell you where to cut is best. So we're going to take out of skin. So we have to make a first cut. just like so. Like so. The problem is how deep you want to cut. How deep you want to cut. Safety always the first priority. We don't want to cut ourselves. So we want it to be very stable. We want it to stable. So we kind of hold it in the good position, firm, and make the first cut. Experience can tell you it's best cut probably the most stable position you want to hold it. So here's I'm going to make. And experience will tell you how deep you're going to cut. There's several layers of the skin, 3 or 4. So you can cut it probably half a centimeter all along. Then you can get it quite easy to peel it. That's the way we do it. And keep the tender portion. And as you can see, these are too tough to eat. We have to peel them off, cut them off. Same thing apply to this thing. Same thing. Alright? You don't want this. They make good compost. Now we can clean it, rinse it first, but I tend not to do it right here because it's been done and rinsed already. So I just go ahead and cut it. So we don't want this, it's too tough of the portion, we want to cut it off. Cut it like this. Again, how much we want to cut it off? Well, it's ready to justify by using your fingernail. Try. If it's too tough, that means you can feel it, or you can watch it, observe it by naked eyes. If this, you can see the fiber, along the edge. If it's too hard, it's too tough, when you cut it, you have feeling. It's difficult to cut it off. So once or twice practice, you will know the difference. So it's not the state of the art, not a rocket science, just need a bit experience. So it's been done, and I see Uncle Luke see there's no problem with that. Okay, now this part we don't want it to. So the thing there that has been touched with air, they tend to be broken or oxidized, so to speak. We want to cut it off, like so. When it is still fresh, we don't need to cut this much. Unfortunately, this bamboo shoot has been stored in refrigerator for almost an entire week. So a lot of skin we have to peel it off, cut it off at the moment. It's not very wise to do that. Big waste of food. But this is the way it is. Because you know, sometimes people have produced too many. They cannot control these nature things. So continue to do this until it's done. Well, perhaps you can see this texture. Yes. You can see the texture here. Fiber is much stronger. They're growing faster. Maybe you want to cut it off like so. But please be cautious using this knife. If you are not comfortable to handle your knife, it's better to do this way. Like so, like so. Okay. Wow. I'm going to like it be cooked without any meat. But kid, unfortunately, kids like some meat, like some protein to spare. I'm going to put some quality meat like this. The bamboo shoe itself is very, very good in taste. Very, very good to get along with other ingredients. So we can put it any kind of flavor, any kind of sauce, they go along pretty well. In particular, the meat, we can put the chicken meat, the pork, even beef. And sauce, you can use particular sweet and sour, make good flavor. Fish go along pretty well too. And practically anything, any flavor, it's good, very, very good in taste, very, very good ingredient to go along with other flavor. So very, very nutritious, full of fiber and nutrition. I like it. I'm going to like it very much. Okay. Since this is still tough, as you can see it, just bring out of refrigerator. So normally we want to take it out to defrost for perhaps 1 hour or less, depend on the temperature. Right now in summer, 1 hour is sufficient, but we kind of lack of time, so I just go ahead and cut it. Be careful. Always be careful. You can do it very slowly. Don't rush. Don't rush. Do it slowly. Nice and slow. All right. the entire recording is live, and I'm going to have no intention to make any editing after post for this video to test if it's the best quality. Later, Uncle may do some editing, but at present time, we're going to use this. It is for several video. So the meat is taken care. Sometimes I'm going to put some, give you a very basic treatment for the protein, the meat. A little bit salt, not a bit, not really much, and a little bit cornstarch. It's very basic to handle meat, but not necessary if you choose not. It's perfectly alright, no problem with that. And they will protect the meat that form the thin layer, the exterior, so the meat into the pot tend to be protected by the membrane or the thin film, so they taste much better in a way. It's more tender, so to speak, but it's not really the necessary. You can just go ahead and put in the pot and have them mixed together. There's no problem with that. As long as it's healthy, it's organic, and you enjoy doing so, it's perfectly fine. Okay. Almost done. Now we need to cut this bamboo. Since we're going to eat them, we need to justify how big the piece. You want to eat a big piece, or you want to put in a small slice like this? It depends. But we want it in a bite size. While we consider that some older people, they may don't like, they cannot eat the whole thing. So it's kind of justified, just kind of compromise. So the general rule is put in the nice way, and you can go this, you can go. There's no absolutely no standard answer. As Uncle always say, it is more art than science. Okay, now the first cut like so they will create a label, so they will be firm on the cutting board. So the next will be much easier, and this become too thick to hold, so we turn it like so, so they're much more stable to cut further. The logic is right here. They're pretty much the same in thickness, so they can look good when they mix together. That's the idea. Well, you don't really have to do so, but it's general principle. They most cook will do this as a general practice. Okay, it's done. Now do the same thing for a second. Do it nicely. Safety over the first consideration. We will not in a hurry, not in a rush. Okay? You probably notice the background music. Sometimes it's gonna look like enjoy music while cooking. It depends. Alright, so done. Now we want to make soup also, so the other side is soup. Maybe today we just do this first. Next time we make soup, we record it in the other recording. So now we're going to make a monsieur with meat.